Hello everybody, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. If you guys watched the live stream yesterday or you've interacted with me on social media at all, you know that I'm rewiring my C10 Darrell. I have a Speedway Engineering harness, and that'll be in another series of videos. What kind of really drove all this was I was using a real simple, like Amazon $20 for racing use only switch panel, you know, flip this, arm the ignition. And when I parked it for the winter, I took the battery out of it for Joule back in like October, November. And I put it back in like a month ago and I couldn't get it to fire. So I thought, you know what, let me just go ahead and rewire everything. I'll put a new harness in it, I'll get it working with the key. And then this harness was kind of sketchy always to begin with. Like you see here, I had to add my own 4L80 connectors, which I believe that video is on the channel if you want to see it. The crank sensor was flaky. I had to wire my own crank sensor. There were some issues with it, so I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and pull this whole thing out and we'll go through it, and I'll start with it. Because I cut the grounds off, and I like literally physically ground these to the engine block directly. I did a bunch of troubleshooting on it, and I just couldn't. It was not sparking. I got like one little cough out of it one time. So I'm gonna show you guys what I found here, so you can all laugh at me or whatever, but I have this harness completely undone now, I think, except for the tack module and the PCM connectors. And when I went and pulled the green PCM connector off the bottom, it was finger tight and barely on there, which is probably the source of 100% of my problems. So these problems with LS swaps always go back to wiring. It's just a matter of tracing it back. I had that PCM out because I cloned it for a viewer, and then it turned out he didn't even have that kind of PCM, and I wound up just using Joule's tune for him anyway. But when I put it back in, I must not have tightened the bottom bolt up enough. I'm going to reinstall this. I'm going to touch up a few points on it that I'm a little bit concerned about, and hook it back up and see if it fires. But yeah, it's a dumb mistake. It's easy to forget things when, you know, it's been a long time, months, weeks, whatever. But unfortunately, troubleshooting is just going through step by step by step. Check your grounds. Are they grounded? Check the PCM. And when I pulled up my data log on HP Tuners, like, I had a crank signal and everything. So I had a cam signal. I could not figure out why it was not firing. But I'm going to reinstall this, and that'll be the end of the video if this thing fires. So be sure to check the simple things first, folks. Alright, I had to do my stupid job for a minute. But I have the important parts of the harness reinstalled. I ran all my grounds back there, the ones that go to the back of the head. I ran those to a single point, and I'll run them up here. This is grounded to the block and grounded to the core support right here. I will go through and clean all this up, obviously, but right now I just want to know. Really, my main concern has been, like, will this thing fire and run? So there, yellow wires, the fuel pump. Pink is the constant hot to the PCM. The purple, my switched wire, is actually run to the Speedway harness, so I can hear fuel pump running, and I have this all wired up like correctly, so the key works now. So we should be able to get some action here. I heard the pedal kick on. There we go. do it, but we're up and running now at least. That's progress. I'll take it. So yeah, sometimes it's just the little things, right? Always check the little things first before you rip your truck halfway apart. You guys will see this wiring video here shortly. I'm going to cut it loose. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll leave you with a little bit of the cam choppy sound here. And we'll see you next time on the Driveway Engineer. Thanks for watching.